bad. So like my whole thing was I was a victim. I spent 33 years on this planet as a fucking victim. My parents were bad. I got molested. My teachers were bad. I got kicked out of high school. I'm a fucking loser. I'm a high school dropout. I'm a convicted felon. It was just this perpetual tape of victimhood, and it was everybody else's fault. The moment I took autonomy over myself, once I finally conceded to my innermost self that everything going on in my life was my fault. Not my parents' fault, not the fucking school that kicked me out. It was my fault. Once you take responsibility for yourself and you ask God with all your heart to help you, there's nothing you can't do. I started at 33, homeless and fucking penniless. I washed dogs, I cleaned houses, I washed cars, I did whatever the fuck I could do because I couldn't get a job. Nobody would hire me. I looked like shit. But I did whatever the fuck I had to do. I worked 7 days a week. Make more money than you spend, invest that fucking money, save that money, invest that money, and just ask God for help. And honestly, for the young men out there, don't look at that porn. Stop pounding your fucking carrot every day. That's your life force. Put that shit away. That will rob you of your soul just like the dope will.
Your last message to the younger generation, what's the best advice you could give to any 20-year-old watching this right now?
Young men out there, take care of your mom. Take care of your mom. Call her every day and tell her you love her. I wish I could call my mom right now and tell her I love her. She's gone, but I spoiled the shit out of my mom the last 17 years of her life. Jewelry, vacations, house, everything. That's the highest level of manhood, is taking care of your mom. I know she's a pain in the ass. I know she pushes your buttons. I know she drives you nuts. That's what they're supposed to do. They're your fucking mother. Take care of your mom.
That was fucking fire. Thank you. That was incredible. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah, man.
Guys, that was one of my favorite conversations I've ever had. He got rich. I mean, rich off of selling smoothies. And his business is gonna do $30 million this year. But he just gave us some of the best life advice I've ever heard, especially towards the end of that interview when he said, fellas, take care of your mom. At the end of the day, the most important thing that you can do is take care of your family and never give up on them. Great interview out here in Austin, but we gotta go get this next one, you guys. Come on, let's go. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Question for you.
Yes.
How old were you when you made your first million?
Well, how old was I when I made my first million? 28.
28. What line of business are you in?
What line of business am I in now?
Yeah.
I'm an investor.
So you're in finance.
Yeah, private equity and venture capital, absolutely.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
A lot of money.
Could you give me a range?
So through the grace of God, the companies I started do well in excess of $1 billion of revenue every year.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're doing $1 billion in revenue a year?
The companies that I started, yes, absolutely do.
What's the best industry somebody can get into in today's world?
Oh gosh, there are a lot of great ones, and everybody will say.
Give me the number one right now.
I'm going to redefine the term industry. Africa. Here's the story. Follow me on this. 9 of the 20 fastest growing economies in the world are going to be in Africa in 2025. Everybody's overlooking it. Only 0.5% of the world's private equity and venture capital is going into Africa, despite the fact that it's going to be the only continent with a growing population. A marketplace is all about consumers and producers instead of people on the tail end of life that are draining money out of an economy. Africa has a vibrancy. They're able to just step over the traditional landline telecom. They're technology, they're digital natives, they're growing, they've got an incredible work ethic, they've got stable democracies now in many cases. Africa as an industry, as a concept, is the most overlooked, undervalued investment opportunity for entrepreneurs and investors right now in 2025.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, bring
What was your secret to scaling to $1 billion company?
I got to know the guys at Chick-fil-A really well, okay? So when you buy a chicken sandwich and you say thank you, they say it's my pleasure, and they mean it. I'm like, how do you do that? How do you train that? Like, you can't do that. It's not about the customer. You can't have somebody behind the counter say it's my pleasure if they tripped over an extension cord, or you're late with their paycheck, or they had to walk a half mile from where they're parked. You delight your employee. Everything flows from that, because then your employees want to stick around. The greatest expense that any entrepreneur will ever have is employee churn. You delight your employee, give them an opportunity to flourish and to thrive. Just solving real customer issues and working on real red meat to be able to chew on. When you do that, they'll stick with you.
You take care of your employees, they take care of your customers.
100%, but your best ideas are going to come from your customers that are taking care of those employees. I'm not smart enough to have enough good ideas about how my business needs to thrive and flourish and pivot and make all the decisions I need to make. I need to rely on my company employees. You see, when they feel like they're in a safe environment where they can thrive and flourish and work on really important work, they're thinking about how to do it better. If instead they're thinking about how do I get another paycheck from someplace else, then I've lost that competitive mojo. You take care of your employees, you love them, you understand their story and who they are and what makes them tick, they'll stick with you and you'll have a business that'll thrive.
Now you guys see why they say everything's bigger in Texas. And this video is off to a crazy start so far, but I want to be real with you guys for a second. So in the last 4 years, I've been able to grow this channel to over 13 million followers across social media and build a multi-million-dollar business at the exact same time. But I want to be very clear with you all. It didn't happen because of me alone. It's the incredible team I have behind me. From my 2 other co-founders to my editors, my videographers, to even the strategists. Everyone plays a crucial role and they do things I could never do on my own. And if If you're a business owner, you know how hard it is to build a team that you can depend on. And that's why tools like ZipRecruiter are game changers. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technologies helps you find the right candidates as fast as possible. They even let you send personalized invites to top candidates so that way you don't miss the perfect fit. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hardknocks. So hire experienced